This accident highlights safety measures both cyclists and motorists must take to share the road. Commuting by bike may not always be the safest way to travel. In tonight's big story, GTN's Ashley McDowell gives you some tips on how you can prevent an accident.
Biking in Gainesville could be safer. I have been hit while biking. Every single person I know actually that has a bicycle has been hit at some point in Gainesville while cycling.
One of the most popular forms of transportation can not always be the safest. Early this morning, around 8 a.m., the Gainesville Fire Rescue Team responded to an accident involving a bicyclist and a motorist.
There was a vehicle that was turning onto a side street off of Northwest 13th Street, and there was an oncoming bicyclist that hit the side of the vehicle.
Officials say the cyclist was then thrown onto the hood of the car and fell onto the ground. After receiving treatment for non-life-threatening injuries, he was transported to the hospital in stable condition. But authorities say that's not always how the results turn out after such a serious accident. It could be much worse.
Be completely aware, we're right in the middle of the school year. A lot of students on campus are using bicycles. A lot of people are using them for daily commutes, and especially with the school children who may not be aware of all the laws but are trying the best that they can, just making certain that they're cognizant during the high traffic times.
3 tips Gainesville Fire Rescue says that can prevent you from a critical injury is wearing a helmet, being visible, and making sure the bike functions properly.
My housemate last year was cycling and got hit by a drunk driver who took off. It was a hit and run accident, and she broke her back from the impact, and if she hadn't been wearing a helmet, she probably would have died.
The main key to avoiding an accident with a car or a bike is to pay attention to your surroundings.
Paying attention is huge. Don't text and drive. I can't tell you how many times I've almost been hit by someone who's just not even I'll pass them and they're totally looking at their phone.
Driving's a little more nerve-wracking though, because there's just so many, especially around campus, there's so many walkers, bikers, skateboarders, etc. You gotta really look around to be aware of everything.
If we can prevent someone from having a vehicle accident or a bicycle accident, that's the number one thing that we want to do.
Reporting in Gainesville, I'm Ashley McDowell, GTN News.
Officials say the wreck that happened this morning is still under investigation.